The Curable app has been one of the most influential elements to my long-term chronic back pain relief. If you feel stuck, if you feel like you have tried everything under the sun to get relief, do not skip this video because it will change your life. There's 3 key pillars to a successful chronic back pain relief journey. You have to have all 3 of these. One is habits, the second is strength, the third is mindset. Now, when I say mindset, I'm not talking about just positive thinking and hugging trees. I'm talking about the way our brain is wired to send signals and respond to stressors in our life. And if you've been dealing with chronic low back pain, you've gone to doctors, you've gone to chiros, PTs, you've had multiple MRIs, you're not a good candidate for surgery, but for some stinking reason, your pain just will not go away. I'm willing to bet you're missing a key pillar in your recovery. When you're dealing with long-term chronic pain, your body and brain begin to send these signals, and these grooves or these neurons become very, very strong to the point where the damage has already been healed. There's nothing physically wrong with you that would be causing pain, but your brain is so used to communicating with the rest of your body, sending pain signals, that it's just always there. Oftentimes, this is why people have pain that goes up and down. They have good days and bad days. They can experience pain doing something, and the next day they do it again and they don't have pain. There's a lot of different red flags that they use to identify whether or not this issue is actually going on. But if you're like me and you like to use your own strategies, you like to take control over your own recovery and not put it in the hands of someone else, the Curable app is something that you need to check out. Now, the Curable app uses 4 main communication pathways with you, the user, when it comes to helping you unlearn these pain signals your brain keeps sending you. One is brain training, one is writing, one is education, and one is meditation. The way I used it specifically is I started off with one of those topics. My favorite one was the brain training. It kind of taught you different ways to manage or respond to the pain that you were experiencing. Then I would go to the education part. Education is a little bit more sciencey. It kind of teaches you, okay, this is what neuroplasticity is. This is why your brain sends these signals. This is why you're experiencing. This is how to prove to yourself that you're safe. Nothing is wrong with you. Yes, you might have a herniated disc. Yes, you might have a ruptured or a bulged disc, but evidence shows that we can have these things and not actually experience pain. So it uses education, it uses current science to show you, the user, the person who's been dealing with chronic pain for so long, how to create an environment in your life, in your brain and body, for healing. The next thing I started using was the writing practices. These are really cool, and you'll find that you'll identify with some over the other ones. Like some of them will want to kind of pull up old trauma from your past, when others really kind of help you in the moment. One of the things that I used often with a lot of clients that I work with is what I call brain dumping. The way I use the expressive writing in the form of what I called brain dumping is I'd have my pen, I'd have my sheet of paper, and what I would do is I would just start writing about the events of the day that were really kind of sticking in my brain. A lot of times it's just stressful situations. Maybe it's an argument I had with my spouse, or something going on just in our life circumstance or season of life, and I would write about them instead of keeping them all in my head, wrestling with them, trying to solve problems in my brain and never kind of vocalizing it, keeping things buried. I would express as much as I could about that event, situation, or circumstance on that sheet of paper. Didn't have to be legible. I would just scribble and scribble and scribble and have all of my thoughts on that paper. By the time I got done, I would rip it up and throw it away. That's really just one way to use expressive writing in this situation. The Curable app gives you lots of different options that you can express yourself through writing as it relates to getting this stuff out of your system so that your body can, again, create an environment of healing. Not only is the Curable app just the #1 tool that anybody dealing with any kind of level of chronic low back pain or chronic pain in general needs to use, they're super generous. I personally have loved being a partner of Curable for the past 2-3 years now. I've actually written articles on their blog for them. You can check those out. And they've also been super generous with giving you 50% off and a free 6-week trial of the actual app. You can go to curable.com/fitness for back pain to start your free trial right now. Now, of course, it is an affiliate link, so if you do purchase, if you do like it, if you do keep it, I will get a kickback on the purchase of that, which goes towards supporting what I do here on the channel. Now, before I finish up, I wanna walk you through specifically how I used it for my specific situation when it comes to chronic back pain. And what's really cool about the app is once you get enrolled or you start an account or you open an account, you get this automated kind of an accountability partner that walks you through step by step what you should be doing. It's really cool, really engaging. You communicate back and forth with this accountability partner they have built in to the app, and it walks you through, hey, what do you want to work on today? What do you want to do today? Did you like that? And it's kind of a back and forth that allows you to really engage with the content and not just watch it and move on. Now, what I did when I first started the app is I would pick 1 or 2 of the 4 plans, right? I said meditation, brain training, education, and expressive writing. I would pick 1 or 2 for that week. I would watch the lesson, I'd listen to the lesson, and I would practice whatever it was teaching me. And I would really take the week to meditate on what I was learning. A lot of the things that you'll be learning are gonna be new to you. They're concepts that you really haven't been told. Your doctor's not telling you about these things. Your physio's not telling you about these things. They don't involve reps and sets of core exercises and planks and things like that. So to really allow these things to sink in, be patient with yourself. Pick 1 or 2 of the major topics: meditation, expressive writing, brain training, education, and just focus on that. The more you use it, the more you're gonna realize what elements work really well for you in different situations. Sometimes if you're in a really high state of pain, you have a flare-up at the moment, they have tools that you can use in the moment that'll help bring you back down. If you really love the education part, it's just blowing your mind on the reality of pain and how it's not just in our heads, we're not thinking our way into being in pain, but they give you actionable tools through the brain training or through the education portals in there. Then focus there. Find what works for you. It's customizable. You can focus on things that actually make the biggest impact on you. So that's it. If you have any questions on my personal experience with the Curable app, drop the comment below here. If you want to grab those free 6 weeks along with 50% off if you do the annual membership, which is like dumb cheap anyways, go to curable.com/fitness for back pain.